Welcome to Sun Salutations I. My name is Melissa Krieger with Bloom Yoga Victoria. This is a short practice based on Sun Salutations. It's great if you need a bit of a break in your day, want to build a little bit of energy, or want to build a little heat in your body. I hope you have a great practice. So we'll begin at the top of our mats in equal standing pose. The feet could be right beside each other, the big toes together and the heels a little bit apart, or you could have more space, whatever feels more comfortable. But definitely see if you can pick up your toes and spread them really wide, so you're trying to take lots of space here. Feel the big toes push down, and then imagine you're squeezing your legs in towards the center, so really activating this inner leg line and nerve pathway that feeds up into your pelvic floor. That will help you draw up a little bit more on your pelvic floor and draw back a little bit more on your low belly, so we're active through our deep core. The hands, they can press into prayer position too, so squeezing in towards the center, but still the sense of the shoulders staying down and the collarbones open. We'll just move a little bit through the arms first, working with our breath. So take a big inhale in. Exhale, your hands drop down. And then inhale, breathe your arms up to the sky. Try to keep your hands in your peripheral vision. Exhale, let the hands drop down again. And then same thing. Inhale, breathe the arms up, please. Exhale, let the arms come through. Last one, breathe up high. And then exhale, pull the arms through. We'll add on to that coming into half sun salutations. So drop the hands. Inhale, breathe up to the sky. And then exhale to dive forward. Hands come somewhere to the shins. Breathe up halfway to a flat back. Exhale, fold back down again. And then come up by bending your knees and sinking your hips. So you're lifting your chest, looking forward, and come up, straighten the legs, stretch the arms, inhaling all the way to the sky, exhaling back to prayer. And go through that again, drop the hands. Inhale up. Exhale to come down. Inhale up halfway. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips, lift the chest. Come on up. Breathe to the sky. Hands to prayer. One more half sun salutation. Drop the hands and breathe up. Exhale down. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, sink the hips, lift the chest, and up. We'll start to add in more, so making it a fuller sun salutation. Same start. Drop the hands. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hands at the shins, breathe up halfway. Now exhale to fold down enough so your hands can come down to the floor, really spreading the fingers wide, and then stepping or lunging or hopping back into high plank, into push-up position. Look at your hands and make sure you do really have the fingers flared out. You're in a long line from the heels to the head. Try to avoid dropping the head down, so you're looking in between the hands the whole time. It's harder with your knees up for sure, so you can definitely drop your knees down first. Take a breath here. And then exhale, lower down and lead with your chest. So try not to collapse and lead with your belly. You want to lower down in this nice, strong plank body. So exhaling to come down. Stretch the legs back behind you. Point your elbows to your heels. Squeeze your shoulder blades a little bit closer together. We'll move through a few cobras. So really strong, deep core, a little bit of activation in the backside. On the inhale, lift up just slightly, still looking down. And then exhaling to lower back down again. If that felt okay, try that a few more times, please. Inhaling up. Exhaling to lower. Last one, inhale up. And then exhale down. You could turn this into an upward dog if you like. So the hands could slide back a little bit more. Strong core, inhaling to lift up. Your hips will lift up, the knees stay down. And then exhaling to lower. Two more if that feels okay, but if it doesn't feel good, just skip it. Breathing up, shoulders drop down. Don't hyperextend the elbows. Lower back down again. And then one more, breathing up. And then exhaling to lower back down again. Tuck your toes under, push back towards all fours. Walk your hands back and a little bit wider. We're prepping for downward dog. So again, that hand position, very key. Fingers spread wide, bringing some weight into your fingertip pads and your knuckle pads. Take a breath here. And then exhale, push up and back to downward dog. Let your head hang down completely. Really press your hips back behind you. It's different than that plank we did before, where most of the weight was in your arms. In a downward dog, you're really making the effort to push your hips back. Breathe into the legs, the torso. Stay thorough with the exhale. Everything in Sun Salutation is one breath, except for downward dog, it ends up being about 5. Come up when you're ready, come onto your toes, bend your knees, look forward, step, lunge, or hop. The feet move up towards the hands. Slide the hands to your shins, breathe up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold back down again. And then bend the knees, sink the hips, lift the chest, look forward, come on up, reach to the sky. And then the hands come back to prayer. So we'll do that again, just one full run. Connect your feet and your hands, squeeze in towards the center, breathe in. Exhale, hands drop. Inhale, breathe up. And exhale, dive down. Hands at the legs, breathe up halfway, lengthen through the spine. Exhale to fold, hands to the mat, fingers spread wide, step, lunge, or hop, high plank. Stay here for a breath, push out through your heels. You can keep the knees up or you can drop them down. Exhale, elbows tight to the sides. Inhaling to come up for cobra or up dog, whatever feels safer. And then you can exhale to go to your belly and then back to all fours to downward dog, or you can just tuck your toes under. Push up and back, slide your hands back. And then exhale, push all that breath out, back to downward dog. Head hangs down completely. Legs don't need to be super straight. Heels don't need to touch the ground. At any point, you can have a rest here. So the knees could just come down, go a little wider, forehead to the mat. That's called child's pose. When you're ready, come up onto your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Step, lunge, or hop, the feet move up to the hands. Breathe up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold back down again. And then bend the knees, sink the hips, lift the chest, look forward, come up, reach to the sky. Hands to prayer. Feel your heart rate goes up, body temperature goes up. Come to the top of the mat again. This time we'll add in a few lunges. Take a breath. Exhale, drop the hands. Inhale up. Exhale, dive down. Breathe up halfway. Exhale to fold, hands to the mat, step, lunge, or hop, high plank. Catch a breath there. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. And then exhale back to down dog or move through to all fours first. Push all that breath out. Walk your feet so they're right beside each other. We'll work through some lunges, trying to move in with one breath and then out with one breath. So start to inhale, one leg stretches up, bend that knee, pop that foot up in between the hands, back knee drops down. Keep inhaling, lift yourself up. It's hard. Exhale, drop all the way down and all the way back. Push it completely out. Try the other side. Inhale the other leg up. Bring that foot forward, back knee drops down. Keep inhaling, lift the torso. And we'll exhale all the way down, all the way back. Try that 2 more times on each side if you can. Inhaling up. Squeeze the legs together, lifting the torso. And then exhaling all the way down, all the way back. Inhale, other leg. Back knee drops for stability. Continue to inhale up. And then exhale all the way down, all the way back. 1 more on each side if it feels okay. Inhale up. Finish the inhale at the top. Exhale all the way down, back. Last one, inhale up. Bend that knee. Come up, keep inhaling. Exhale down, all the way back. Good, we'll come back up again. So come onto your toes, bend your knees, look forward, step, lunge, or hop, feet move to the hands. Breathe up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold back down again. Bend the knees, sink the hips, lift the chest. Come on up, stretch the arms, reach to the sky. Hands to prayer. We'll add on a little bit more. Drop the hands. Breathe up. Exhale down. Breathe up halfway. Exhale, fold, hands to the mat, back to high plank. Catch a breath, strong core. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale back to down dog. Readjust the hands if you need to. Walk the feet so they're right beside each other. Take one leg way up to the sky. And then let the knee bend and that hip opens up. Try not to pop out through the ribs, so just allow the opening to come through the hips. Take some big circles with the thigh. So you're trying to move the thigh in the hip socket and the rest of the leg is just going along for the ride. Circle the other way. It's a little bit awkward, so don't worry about it. It might take some practice. And then we'll bring that foot up in between the hands like we did before, but setting the back foot up for warrior B. So the foot's about parallel to the short side of the mat. Push the feet into the ground, lift yourself up and just double check. Front toes point forward, back foot's about parallel to the short side of the mat. Stretch out through the arms, drop the shoulders down. Make sure the knees moving to the baby toe side and the big toes are pointed forward. We'll move in and out of this a few times. So on your inhale, straighten the legs, stretch the arms up to the sky. And then on the exhale, bend back into it, looking forward. Stretching up on the inhale, exhaling down. Last one, stretch up. Exhale down. Flip that back palm around, bring that arm all the way down. Pit stop in a lunge just for a heartbeat, and then back through. Step the front foot to the back, high plank, breathe in, and then exhale to lower down. Inhaling up for cobra or up dog, and then exhaling back to down dog. Walk the feet beside each other again. Stretch the other leg way up to the sky. Bend the knee so the hip opens up, and take 3 or so big circles in one direction. And then the other direction, please. Keep that breath full and even. Bring that foot up in between the hands. Place the back foot down so it's about parallel to the short side of the mat. Push your feet down, bring yourself back up again. Stretch out through the arms, drop the shoulders down. Remember to double check. Knees moving to the baby toe side and your toes are pointed forward. Move in and out a little bit. So on your inhale, stretch up, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, lunge back down, knee pushes to the baby toe side. Try that again. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Last one, come up. And then exhale to go down. Backhand, flip it up. Come all the way back into that lunge, just for a beat. Step back to high plank. Press out through the heels, breathe here. Exhale to lower, elbows tight to the sides. And inhaling up for cobra or up dog. And exhaling back to down dog. Come back into the breath. It's easy to lose it. And it's harder, right? The heart rate's up, your body temperature's up. Come up when you're ready, onto your toes, bend your knees, look ahead. Step, lunge or hop forward. Breathe up halfway, lengthen through the spine. Exhale to fold back down again. And then come up, bend the knees, sink the hips, lift the chest, look forward, reach up to the sky. Hands come back to prayer. This will be our last sun salutation, so come back up to the top of the mat. Connect into the ground, connect into your hands, connect into your core. Breathe in. Exhale, drop the hands. Inhale, sweep them up. And then exhale, dive down. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, fold hands to the mat, spread the fingers out, step, lunge or hop, high plank. Catch a breath there. Exhale to lower, maybe the knees down first. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And then exhale back to down dog just for a breath or two. Think about letting that breath be wide so you're breathing out to your armpits, out towards your shoulders. And then let's start to bring the heart rate down. Let the knees come down to the ground, please. Take the knees out, maybe a little bit wider. Big toes tuck in towards each other and bringing the forehead down to either the mat or your hands or a prop. Slowing down the breath, lengthening out your exhale. Starting to feel the heart rate drop. You can stay here for longer if you like. You can stay here as long as you need to. If you feel like you're okay to start to make your way towards your back, you can slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Push yourself up. Swing your legs around. And start to settle. Allow the chin to be a little bit tucked in towards your chest. You can either keep the knees bent and they just knock in towards each other, or you could stretch your arms out to T position with the palms facing up. Just allowing yourself to settle down into the ground, slowing down the breath, letting your belly be relaxed, and imagining with each exhale that you could kind of drop down into the ground a little bit more. So we're just settling into our Shavasana or our corpse pose for a couple of minutes. But of course you can stay here longer if that feels better for you. If you're okay to come out of Shavasana, you can start to let your inhale get a little bit fuller. If you'd rather stay in Shavasana, you can stay here as long as you need. You might also give your fingers and your toes a little bit of a wiggle. You could open and close your eyes a few times or nod the head from side to side. Might go for a big stretch, a big yawn. And then when you're ready, you can bend your knees and roll over to your side. Use your bottom arm like it's a pillow. You could stay here for another breath or two. And when you're ready, you can push yourself up towards seated, maybe cross-legged if that's comfortable, but anything else if that feels better. You can bring the hands into prayer position and let your head drop down. Thank yourself for practicing today. And thank your body for all its hard work. You can open your eyes, lift your head. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.